It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Now, we don't need to twist any arms when it comes to the essential winter shopping trip this season. Now, Ryle stocked up on his winter essentials at Game Store in Canal Walk, where he turned up the heat and beat the blues with the hottest deals. Yes, sometimes he does wear clothes. Take a look.
What is up, you beautiful people? Now, we all know that load shedding can be an absolute drag, especially with the colder months fast approaching. Now, in summer, load shedding provided us with the opportunity and the perfect excuse to head outside. But what exactly does it do for us in winter? Well, not to worry, because Game has us covered with all the inverters and generators that we would ever need to beat the winter blues. When load shedding hits me now, there's not much that happens. I put my cell phone light on, try find a book, or try be constructive with my time. Unfortunately, it's cold outside, so there's not a lot to actually do.
Hello, Ryle. Welcome to Game again.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now, Catherine, I've already had an incredible opportunity to walk around the store, and I've seen a massive variety of generators and inverters. But what exactly has caused the spike in sales?
So unfortunately, we've had a major surge of load shedding this winter in South Africa, and we've been geared for that at Game. So we've got the generators, we've got the inverters, and then we've got other solutions, you know, magneto lights, gas stove tops, 2 plates, gas braai, something big and something small. So there's a whole range. If you've got a small flat or you've got a larger house to deal with, you can get it at Game.
Now, Catherine, one thing that I'm dying to know about, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are also curious about, is what exactly is the difference between an inverter and a generator?
So the main difference is the generator is on diesel or petrol, and the inverter is like a battery that you fill up with electricity, then it lasts for 3 or 4 hours when the load shedding happens, and it powers up a few things, and it's run like a battery. But it's not as noisy as a generator, and it doesn't use fuel like a generator.
What kind of advice would you give for someone like me that doesn't know too much about generators and inverters?
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that want to spend a fortune on getting off the grid and things like that, but you don't really need that. All you need is a generator or an inverter, a gas stove for cooking, and your magneto lights and some bulbs. And you can get all of that for way less than 10,000 Rand at Game. And if you can't afford it, we've also got a fantastic credit solve for a consumer.
I think every household can definitely benefit from a generator and an inverter. Let me tell you why. Load shedding happens at random times in the day, so you never really know when you're going to be left without power, and you never really know when you're going to need that solution. I think it's so awesome with the amount of options that you have when it comes to both inverters and generators. I didn't know that the accessibility was there. So for everyday consumers to be able to have an opportunity to solve their load shedding problems, I think it's brilliant. And what was it that made Game realize that more and more people wanted generators and inverters?
We've always been in that business, so there's always been a demand for it, but it's just surged tremendously now. So we've come to the party to make sure that our prices are low. Our gas is also a low price lock as well, so we're also bringing it to the consumer for less, because we really want to help the cash-strapped South African at this time.
Now, let's be honest, Mzansi, reading by candlelight while it's raining outside is not always such a vibe, and definitely not as romantic as it seems. But luckily, Game have an incredible amount of options, as well as friendly staff to assist any first-time buyer. Now, with the amount of inverters and generators to choose from, you can definitely beat this winter blues and ensure that the heaters go on for long and the lights keep on.
Gives whole new meaning to the word essentials. And if you need them, get down to your nearest Game now. That Price Beat Challenge is on so many ways to make sure that you are looked after when it gets cold outside and cold inside because there's no power. Well, I need a little bit of warming up from the inside out, so I think it's time to head back into the kitchen for the ultimate showdown. Dun, dun, dun.